picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Martin. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Extending the play. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Lyons. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Oh, better look out! Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Throws for the tight end. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, BYU!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like, sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's got some space. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. With the draw, it's Smith. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out,
Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall when they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
The Terrapins will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
On the snap, it's Howard. Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They feed him again. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on their run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Makes the catch. It's Lyons. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Martin. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. On the draw, it's Smith. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle. That forces the negative play.
They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You gotta make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Maryland uses its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes a man miss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Lions.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he's in! Touchdown, BYU! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Over the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hoosiers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an... There he goes! Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Finds his man, it's Fleming. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the red area, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That kicker needed to club up. Fortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Let it go! And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Martin.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Grab near the sticks, it's Lyons. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Trying to pick it up on the ground.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Martin. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Martin. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougars!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted for the 11th time. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. The big running back, he's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wideout. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Spits it out to the back. Smith's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Inside 2 minutes to play, defense still has a couple of timeouts, but one first down will probably salt this game away. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here, 1:54 left to play. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Cougars. What a grab in the end zone for 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Fleming. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly. Working on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Calls his own number. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Makes a catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he will score! Touchdown, Terrapins!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Washington. He wants a big play here late. A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 40. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. The snap sets up to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that.